Morning. How you doing, Senor?
Hey, Maury Perry.
All right. Hey, welcome, guys. Perry Dean here and Mr. A.A. Ron.
Beards on the Street.
Beards on the Street. Welcome to this week's episode, and I actually can't even wait to get into this one. What's the matter, Aaron? It's going to be good.
So let's talk about our amazing
good stuff first.
Amazing mixer we had last night.
Holy cow. If you didn't come last night, I'm sorry, but man, you missed a good one because my brother Steve, Blackwater Jack came out, Gus and Fabio, and holy cow, did they knock it out of the park with their little sets.
I was telling each one of them, man, with all the amount of buildup I've been hearing over the last year about how good they are, I was so glad they weren't duds. They were good.
You know what?
They were amazing, dude.
I've heard him play a whole ton without Gus. I mean, too many times to count. And I even went up to Steve last night and said, dude, I don't know what it is. I don't know what you guys are doing, but holy cow, it sounded so good.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
We're planning on, it sounds like, over at Prohibition on the 29th.
29th at Prohibition, they're going to be playing. So let's get a good crowd out. Everybody start getting your reservations because I think you do have to get a reservation there.
Okay.
So let's everybody just kind of start, come on out. I mean, if you haven't been to Prohibition, it's cool as can be anyways. The food's good.
Yeah.
Of course, drink is good.
Dude, the best part for me is watching my mom up front shaking her tail feather, dude.
Shaking her money thing.
I was like, my gosh. Holy cow, so fun.
Your mom cracks me up,
yeah,
dude.
she is awesome, man. She loved it. It was a good night.
Good. Yeah. No, and our charity, guys, literally we had people showing up with backpacks.
Full backpacks of full setups for kids.
And boxes.
Yeah.
Boxes and boxes.
It was great.
It was so good.
It really was a great trip.
And on another note, if for some reason you couldn't make it last night and you still want to donate some school supplies, reach out to us either through direct message or, call us, whatever. You know how to get a hold of us.
We're actually going to post it kind of in one of our Star Stories as well, but it's going to be a QR code that's going to go to a Venmo that'll allow them to do that. And where we're directing it to is some of the local low-income schools.
Right.
So kids that need the support and
really
classrooms that really need the support, that's where it's all going.
You know, it even touched my heart big time, dude, because a good friend of mine showed up last night, and I know for a fact that she's not in the greatest spots and probably could use the help herself and donated.
Man, that is so cool.
Isn't that awesome?
Yep.
So, I mean, we even had people that just showed up just to donate and then they boogied because they had other things. So
yeah, I've got several friends that did the same. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you to all of you that did donate, and thank you to any of you that do donate. And we'll post a QR code out there, like Aaron said, so that if you want to donate, you have the ability to do that. And just call us if you need to bring it here by the office or meet up. We're gamer.
Yep, we'll run by to grab from you as well. I know Luke and I talked. I'm going to have to grab some of that stuff from him. But
yeah, good. Little house cleaning or housekeeping. We've got our book club that we're going to be going back live. We tried it through this system, and it's kind of hard because through this we don't know who's watching, and we can't really communicate with them. So we're going to actually set up a Zoom and start doing it through a Zoom platform or call.
Offers all the tiles, you can see who's on.
Yeah, so we can see who's on, and we can communicate back and forth and so on and so forth. So
very cool.
Yeah, so we'll be getting that set up and get it rolling because, man, I'm loving this book we're reading, this 12-week year.
Yeah, it is fun.
You know, it makes so much sense because basically, guys, what it's telling you to do is instead of having a whole year to meet your goals and everything, you break it down into quarters and you have basically a 12-week year, which, wow.
Well, if you think about your big goal, oftentimes they're big enough that you literally can't attach to them, and so it's you have a hard time even getting started because you think you have all this extra time you got to go after it.
Well, your first 3 quarters, you're dragging feet, and then the last quarter, you're running like a madman to try to meet all your goals.
Yeah, and if you break it down into those 4 quarters,
you're always busy because you're on task.
Yeah, absolutely. And so you're making constant corrections, so you're going to actually get to your goal.
Yeah, no. I'm impressed. I love it. I think it's fantastic. I think it's a great program. So
a lot of really cool tools to implement in our systems.
Yep. So we've got the book club. We've got our hike. Guys, we do a hike every Thursday morning at 8 o'clock. This one we did up by Alta. What's it called?
Secret Lake.
Secret Lake. Wasn't really a hard hike at all, and it was actually pretty short. We made it longer because we hiked all the way around the lake, but man.
You notice that cool air starting to get crisp in the morning?
It was crisp.
Yeah, it was awesome, man. It was perfect.
And
you met a cousin up there, didn't you?
I did. So funny.
Can I take your picture that finds out we're cousins?
Yeah, I'm like, hey, I'm from Malad. She's like, wait, I'm a Dredge from Malad. Well, that's my grandma's maiden name, Dredge.
Wow.
So have to be related.
Yeah, for sure.
But anyways, cruising past Snowbird, what'd you notice?
Oktoberfest is
Oktoberfest, baby.
Yes.
Hey, I got a great idea. Just hit me. We'll do a live Beards on the Street from up at.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We did our one
That's
episode.
kind of where we started.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Second episode?
Yeah.
Sort of, I think.
That was on American Dream TV, though.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't here.
Oh, right. Okay.
So
that is kind of how we started, though.
It is.
Yeah.
I think they have beer and music.
Fun.
And fun.
Right.
Everywhere I go is fun.
That's true.
All right, so we've got that. We've got our website, guys, www.luxuryrealtyagency.com. So many tools and cool stuff on there. We have our business directory, where if you're in need of trying to find somebody in a trade or anything, period, tap into it because we've got it up and rolling, and we'd love to add more to it and are adding more to it over and over. So if you've got somebody you'd like to add to it, or if you want to add to it, holler at us and we'll make sure we get them up.
It's fun. I get asked all the time for different trades, and it's fun to direct them to this because it's people we know, people that we know have used those people. We've vetted them. They're great service providers.
Yep. Okay. I think, I think that's it as far as Aaron's nervous.
Oh, my hell.
He's so nervous.
Yep.
Big baby.
Yep.
Hey, man, if we aren't going to talk about controversial stuff, then
it comes with a heavy heart.
It does come with a heavy heart.
We're going to talk about what we're going to talk about today.
Yes.
I think it does need to be talked about.
It 100% needs to be talked about.
I'd like to be careful how we talk about it.
I probably won't be.
I know.
Because this one's got my feathers up, dude.
I know. You know what's hard is even people you care about do stupid shit.
Yeah, they sure do.
Right?
Well, this particular thing isn't just people doing stupid shit. This is people seriously, pointedly trying to take advantage.
Extra stupid shit.
No, it's not extra stupid. They maliciously took from people.
They use their tools to take.
Yeah. So those of you, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people have heard it. It's been in the news. It's been around. There's a local company, and we know a lot of the principals in this company. I wouldn't call them friends. That's for damn straight.
They have been with me.
I know they have been. Mm-hmm. But let's throw up this. Yeah, SEC rolls in and basically smacked the shit out of DebtBox because what they were doing was 100% absolute effing fraud. Straight up.
Yeah.
Everything about what they were doing was 100% to take advantage of people and steal their money. And what really pisses me off about this, Aaron, is these flashy mofros just sit out there on Facebook and all the different, social platforms and go, oh, hey, look at me, look at my cars, and look at this, and look at that. And one in particular was even spatting off about how he's worked his ass off to get where he is, and people doubting him, and yada, 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 yada. Shut your mouth, man. You're a crook. Period.
Holy shit. You know what? What's hard
You're a crook.
No, what's hard too is I don't know if other men feel this way, but you compare.
Yeah.
I'm a compare guy. For whatever reason, I can look at where I'm at, what I'm doing, and then I look at what they're at, what they're doing, and I'm like, what's going to be my break? When am I going to come up with something super creative?
No, they don't
like
have
this?
a break, dude.
Well, and I actually spent time where I was pitched the product. And you know what? I just shut up because I felt stupid because it didn't make sense to me.
Well,
Maybe that's part of why it didn't make sense, is because it didn't fucking make sense.
it didn't.
Yeah.
That's because it doesn't make sense.
Right.
And everything they did was straight up smoke and mirrors. 100%. So let me give you a background really quick.
Yeah.
And, the 1 minute version of what they were doing. So they were claiming that they had this cryptocurrency and that you had to mine for this cryptocurrency, and what was backing the crypto that made it valuable was all of these different economic sources that were supposedly
11 businesses.
creating money. So they had these 11 different places where you could buy crypto for that particular thing. So I'll give you an example. One of them was for an oil well that was supposedly producing X 100,000 barrels a day or whatever it is they were touting off. My numbers could be off, but the bottom line is
Super lucrative, productive.
super lucrative. They even went out to what they claimed was the well that was producing oil and had a bunch of company pictures with all of the clowns that did this. Total scam, dude. They had 2 wells. One of them they drilled down, I don't know how far, and capped it because it was a total wash. The second one, they didn't even start drilling.
Damn.
So they're sitting there touting off that they're making millions and millions of dollars off of selling this oil or gas or whatever resource it was. And the simple fact was there was nothing. They tied themselves to a company, a second one that was a satellite imagery that would basically look at the ground and tell you where reserves of oil were. Total scam. And that company basically came out and said, stop talking about us, stop using our name. And then, of course, these clowns that are the principals made everybody feel bad or pointed their finger at all the people that had invested their hard-earned money and said, it's your fault that these guys won't do business with us because you guys kept calling them.
To do their due diligence and verify.
Right.
Oh, man.
$50 million, Aaron.
Yeah, I can't even wrap my head around that kind of.
And then when they know they were getting caught, these freaking suckers started trying to move all their money. And you go on their social media now, and these guys are dumber than a freaking box of rocks, dude, because they were out there just flapping their lips on YouTube and all these different programs and talking about. I mean, these guys took a shovel and dug the grave and jumped in the hole themselves. It's like, how stupid can you be?
And this is where the heavy heart for me is, because a couple of these guys have invested some time and energy and care into my life, and so it's disappointing.
Yep,
it's
big time.
It's disappointing, and I'm worried for them. But, they've made their bed. They've made big boy choices.
They did,
and they've hurt a lot of people, and that's what
they have hurt so many people, dude. Mm-hmm. I mean, people we know.
Yeah.
So, bottom line is, guys, the reason I've got my feathers up and the reason I'm so stinking pissed off about this is I'm so tired of these coming into Utah specifically. I mean, I know they're everywhere, but people are so damn gullible and
Utah's, I think, 3rd in affinity fraud. So anybody care and trust, you go to church with, you're the primus prospect for getting fraud.
So guys, 2 things. It's real simple. 2 things. Do your homework. And I mean, literally, do your homework. Don't take what these clowns are telling you at face value.
Don't. The car doesn't mean they're right.
Yeah.
Right? Just
because they're out there and they're a flash in the pan. And by the way, all of their cars got totally confiscated and taken,
Dang.
Give me a break.
Yeah.
And the second thing, guys, if it's too good to be true, guess what? It's too good to be true.
Yeah, I was talking to my buddy this morning, and he's like, just all of this makes me just question or wonder where the idea of hard work went away. Where, the reality is, it actually does take hard work. It's not just some flash in the pan, get rich quick.
Well, you know what drives me crazy, Aaron, is and I've seen this over and over and over again, but what really drives me crazy is that these guys they all had legitimate businesses that they were making money in.
Yeah, they were successful in their own career before, and then they
opt to go out and do this.
Yeah.
And then when they feel the heat coming down, what do these suckers do? They go out and start a whole new division, a whole new separate thing, and to just carry on.
Steer it away. Keep rolling.
Well, I'll tell you another reason why this really pisses me off is one of my very best friends is in the cryptocurrency industry legitimately.
Yeah.
He owns, I think, the second largest mining operation for mining actual true cryptocurrency, Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And I mean, the guy's got 80-something thousand computers that are all computing, and I mean, dude, he had a write-up in the Forbes magazine yesterday. Legitimate stuff. And I mean, obviously, I've had some conversations with him about this, and I mean, even clear back when, and he was just like, "How do these people do this? How do they freaking put their money into this when there's nothing, there's no value?" And he said this clear back before.
Yeah.
Because he understands
It's probably interesting for him to watch, just going, holy crap.
Well, it pisses him off, too, because it's a smack in his lip with, these clowns out there touting off about this cryptocurrency. And that's the other thing. They damn well knew exactly what they were doing because there was no mining at all, dude. The second they would create the coin, there was no mining. It was created.
Wow. Yeah, he shared with me how they did that. That blew my mind.
Mm-hmm. So, anyways,
it's probably
guys,
hard for him because it bastardized his. Oh shit!
Yeah, you just popped off, Aaron. Disconnecting a camera will interrupt the audio and video recording.
I tried to swipe it. Did I kill it?
See, I told you to stop touching things.
Yeah,
you killed it. Come on back on. Except you can't come in. Just keep talking. They can hear you.
All right, good.
And I'll go to just me.
No one wants to see my mug anyway.
Right. So anyways, dude, yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see how it all rolls out. I know we have somebody close to us that's banking on that they're going to get a slap on the wrist and they're going to come out the other end and his valuation investment's going to still come true.
I don't know how he can even possibly think that.
I hope so, and I honestly,
I don't hope so.
No, well,
listen. I don't want him to just get a slap on the wrist.
No, I just mean his
right. Obviously, all the people that put the money in, we want them to get their money back.
His life savings isn't. Yeah, I hope he can, but I don't know how it's possibly would when all of it was bullshit and they're all driving around with his investment.
Well, these sons of bitches they're scrambling, and I guarantee they're trying to hide everything they can freaking hide. $50 million. You read the complaint that was filed against him through the SEC, and I mean they were scrambling, but the dollar amounts of what they had tracked so far in the article was nowhere near $50 million.
Wow.
So where's the other? How much did they spend on their flash and look at me bullshit?
Dude, their buddy, the guy over in Draper that's on the hill, that the mastermind, man. I don't know. Where did it go? Because it's probably not the two folks we know who got it.
No,
I mean they got
some.
A bunch of it, but someone's taken that lion's share. Someone's put that somewhere. This is, really? It's probably somewhere planned. You imagine $30 million in a bank somewhere? Sure, let's go spend 5 years in jail.
Right.
Come out to $30 million. I don't know.
Well, bottom line is people need to wake up, and if it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true, and do your damn homework. There's always these slick talkers or these guys that use a position.
That's all we can do, really, is due diligence to properly take care of ourselves.
Yeah. You know, next time, freaking make a phone call to the SEC. Make a phone call to these other companies. You know, be smart.
Yeah. How? Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Just think the hose job, the snow job they did.
It was a hose job. You can call it that.
To gather $50 million, people didn't do diligence. Do their
Dude, it's all the you know, the one guy that we know that, you know, I'll bite my tongue. Oh my gosh. This is so hard for me, guys. Literally, I want to freaking drop on these guys. But bottom line is, you know, even when they knew it was a complete scam, they had already started a whole nother company.
Close one shop, roll with another.
Exactly. But I mean, now they're on the radar, and I mean, I guarantee you, these dudes they're in the crosshairs of the federal government.
Damn.
Good luck, man.
Yeah, good luck.
Good luck to you, dude.
Damn.
Not so flashy now.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, so said my piece. It just, you know,
The reason
it just
why
disgusts me.
this is important, it's in our market. It
is in our market,
It's the people
directly.
we know, and it impacted a lot of people in our real estate mortgage space. I mean, this is honestly, it's just an opportunity to get careful, get smart, but it impacted a lot of people we know in this industry.
Yes, it did.
That's why this matters to me. It's people I care about. It distracted a lot of people.
18 defendants. SEC charges debt box and 18 defendants for Utah-based crypto fraud scheme.
Yep.
Well, all I can say is couldn't happen to nicer people.
Oh hell.
Hey man, I'm not scared. This, you know,
I'm not scared.
I got nothing with these guys, and I've got, you know what? I mean, honestly, Aaron, these guys legitimately, thoughtfully, premeditated, went after people's money and took it. They're scum. That's it.
Yeah.
So that's my 2 cents coming from Perry Dean, and if you don't like it, then I'm sorry, but yep. And if you're one of those guys, I could care less what your thought is about me, because you're scum. Sorry.
Yeah.
Anyways, enough of that.
Yeah.
And yeah, if somebody out there watching is caught up in this and you want to spat off to us, and we can in a different episode maybe air some of your feelings of people that actually got taken advantage of, reach out to us, man. I'd love to do it.
Or clarity.
I'd love to hear some stories
from your experience of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, I hope that every single one of you out there that put money into this, somehow I hope the federal government's able to find this money that these guys took from you and give it back to you, or at least hopefully a big portion of it. That's what I hope.
Yeah, for sure.
Because, you know, even though you didn't do your homework, or maybe you thought you did, and maybe these guys just had a really good way of covering their ass, I don't know, but I'm on your side, man. You guys work your ass off for your money, and then something like this happens. And I mean, we all want the big dream. We all want to put our money somewhere where it's going to give us great returns. And, you know, unfortunately, this happens.
Yep, this does happen. We just got to be vigilant and take care of it. Look at what we're doing. Do our due diligence.
Yep, I agree. All right, Aaron, what do you got, dude? Moving on.
Yeah, moving on. So we didn't talk about, you took me out to a pretty fun concert on Tuesday. Got to go see the Trombone Shorty.
How about Ziggy Marley,
gosh,
dude?
Ziggy Marley.
All right, guys, I am a new fan of reggae concerts.
Reggae's actually fun to listen to.
I've never been to one.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, it's kind of funny, but I didn't even know. I went for Trombone Shorty and Mavis Staples.
Yeah, that was a surprise.
I had no clue that Ziggy was even on the billboard or on the card or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was a lot of fun.
It made the whole night.
It really did. And then Sunday, where are you taking me? Or Saturday night?
Saturday night.
Yeah.
We're going to see Clutch.
Clutch.
Headbang. Yeah, this way.
This just, honestly, all this does for me is just confirms Dean's just a music lover.
I love music.
I mean, this truly is out of what I thought was his realm of interest, but
Right.
We're gonna have fun.
And you know what? It's funny because I always, and we've talked about this. I always go out and just look and see what's coming, and then
Yeah.
I buy tickets and yada yada. But I saw this, and I love. It's at the Depot, which I love that venue. It's such a cool venue. But I just started, I pulled up on YouTube and started watching some of their videos and stuff. And I mean, these guys, they're a bit older guys. They're probably close to my age, and man, they put it out there. It's going to be awesome.
But they have some stuff is in line with what I would think you'd like. And
It
then,
is.
And then some of it that goes.
They got some pretty hard stuff.
Yeah, they go pretty heavy.
So it'll be interesting to see
gonna be fun.
what's going to happen.
It's going to be fun.
Hopefully they play some of the more mellow, should I say, stuff.
Yeah. Well, and if anybody in our group likes heavy stuff, come on with
out,
us, guys. Yeah,
it's going to be heavy. I guarantee you, portions of it are going to be heavy.
Right.
Because I was playing some for Steve, and it was like,
He was funny. You told Melody that he had tickets. She's like, "Does he?
does he?
I don't think-
This is a bit heavy.
She's listening. She's like, "I doubt it." and then when he came home, he's like, "Still kind of played off, baby." And then last night it was a
Yeah, last night it was a hard no.
smile from the stage. No.
Steve, disappointed, buddy.
Yep.
And then I know we've got even more concerts coming up next week, and depending on if the wife's going to participate or not, she definitely won't be this weekend. She's
Yeah.
my wife's mother passed away, and so we're dealing with family in town and funerals, and
The part that you told me last night, and I don't know why I didn't put it together, but she lost both parents in the year.
yeah, she did. Her dad passed last year, and dude, such a cute couple, man. He's general authority in the church and loved the church. And Licia, when she was a kid, she was actually born in Costa Rica. I said Puerto Rico once, and she got really mad at me because I couldn't figure out the Rica or Rico. But anyways, he was one of the people responsible for opening up all kinds of different areas down in South America.
Wow, cool.
Brazil, just a whole bunch of different
That's
areas
awesome.
down there. She got to travel and be a part of a lot of that. So, and Teddy so loved Dorothy. I mean, like flat out, that guy lived as long as I knew him. He lived to be there for her,
love and
to
serve.
love and serve. So, baby, I love you. I'm really sorry. I mean, I
Sorry,
know that.
Alicia.
Yeah, I know that your mom was really not in a great quality of life, but yeah. So, it is what it is. It's the circle of life, man. Getting old sucks.
Yeah.
It does.
I know.
So, anyways, enough said, enough done. I think we've covered a lot of good stuff, and I got to air some of my feelings in a nice way.
We didn't both agree with this one, but
No,
you know what? That's not how this works.
no, it's
So,
not.
Yep.
I'm pretty passionate about everything that I do, and I was pretty passionate about this. And I mean, I read the entire complaint, like 60-something pages.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
It's going to be interesting to see this one roll out. But guys, this upcoming week, Thursday, if you're do any hiking at all, I think we're going to venture down to Utah County.
Yeah. What were the two? Do you remember that they said?
Primrose.
Primrose and can't remember the other one, but we'll throw it out there. Come and join us. These hikes, we meet up, we hike at 8, and we're usually done by no later than 10. And quite frankly, you can go at your own speed, and if you don't want to go as far as we go, then turn around and go back. And
We got fast. We got Dean that just freaking billy goats up the hill. And then we got slow. I kind of mosey up the hill.
I got to share that video with you.
Yeah.
Right.
You're vertical.
No, that video of remember I told you somebody sent it to, actually it was Melody sent it to me about, it's this doctor, I really like him. I actually really do want to share this with you. Talking about heart rate and just moseying along and doing your walk.
Being able to actually push yourself to create a benefit from it.
That's it, dude.
Yep.
Yeah. Getting your heart rate up. Mm-hmm. So
He doesn't realize it. It's up. Even though it might be going slower, it's up.
well, I was mellow yesterday.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, it was fun.
I stayed and just kind of motored up with you guys.
Yeah, it was fun.
Even though I wanted to billy goat it. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for listening to us or watching this after the fact. And again, if you have any comments, man, reach out to us. We want to hear it. And thank you so much for watching, man. This is